Welcome everybody to Monsoon Live, part 2 of the Hall of Fame. We just wrapped up part 1, and this is the Street Beast edition of the Hall of Fame class, in case you haven't known, but this is going to be epic. This part 2 has a king, has a ref, has a rampage, and has one of a great guys in there. So get ready as we continue to tell the stories of the Hall of Famers. Coming up first is the Iraqi assassin Omar. He was the first ref in my first Street Beast. He was also there to be there for my second fight, third fight, and has been a huge supporter of Monsoon Live as well. Ref Iraqi assassin Omar, you are officially in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, my friend. Next up in this whirlwind tour is a young lady who is funny when you see her pictures. When she takes pictures, and she gets everything. She's always there at Street Beast, taking great pictures of all of us. And she inspires me a lot. And I am so happy to induct this lady into the Hall of Fame. And it's this Tabitha Rose. Tab, thank you for your support. Thank you for rooting me on when I'm in the ring. And it's a huge blessing to welcome you into it. Now, our next inductee, how do I put it, is the immortal icon. I would say, when you think of Street Beefs, this guy's name pops up a lot. And here's how I know, because I've asked people, when you think of Street Beefs, who are the people you think of first? The first 3 people or 4 people when you watch a video. He is ranked usually number 3 or number 2, right behind Face. What? Him and Mel's jockey for second and third place because of their visibility, and that is Ref Rob. Ref Rob was my ref for the last 2 Street Beasts. He is a great guy. When I see him, it's like, yo, Monsoon, how you doing, man? He is really, he helps take care of the fighters when they're in the ring or in the cage. And Ref Rob has also been a big supporter of me in my fight career. So Ref Rob, we welcome you into the Hall of Fame. And I will say this, you've seen pictures. My first knockout, when I got my first big win, it was number 2 or number 3, I would say. I was like, I won. He goes, you won. I go, I won again, because I don't think about this. He had to remind me. I was like, holy crap! Ah! And he, I always listen to him. I listen to Omar. I listen to Dan, Face. I listen to everybody in my corners, and I want to congratulate Ref Rob into the Hall of Fame. Next up is a guy who says, I'm a warrior for God. And when I first met him, it was my first time at Street Beast. I was scared to death. And he was actually one of the first guys after Face and Mouse to introduce himself. And that was Mr. Frank Breeze. Frank is a freaking phenomenal guy. I know he's recovering from some serious injuries. Frank, speedy recovery. We want you back with us. But Frank goes in the Hall of Fame because every time I see him, I know he's offering a prayer for me. He's encouraging me. When I get discouraged, he constantly, he's a builder. He builds young fighters up, and Frank is passionate about fighting. He makes Street Beast fun as well. So Frank, welcome to the Hall of Fame, brother. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you as one of my guys in my corner mentoring me as well. There's a lot. All these people that I've announced so far, they're mentors in my life when I talk to them and introduce them. Next up, oh boy, we got 3 left on this one, and I think what we'll do is we're going to switch up. We got to go with Rampage. Daryl Watson, aka Rampage. Now Rampage, he had 2 of the most epic battles with another Hall of Famer, King Leonidas. Rampage is he has so much heart and passion for boxing, and I'm going to say this is exclusive. This is as exclusive as you can get on Monsoon Live. We are making a trip down to South Carolina, North Carolina later on in the summer towards the end. He messaged me and says, I want to get in the ring with you. I want to face the Monsoon. And I was scared because he's a pro fighter. He's a really great pro fighter. And I am honored that he considers me part of that. That he would say, hey, I want to spar with you. And we are going to spar, and we're going to record that for you guys at home so you guys can see this. It's a cool thing. But also his words of encouragement telling me, hey, Work on your guard. Give me tips as well. And also ring for me when I'm fighting. So, Rampage, thank you. And welcome into the Hall of Fame. You and Leonidas were automatically in because of those 2 wars that you had. You showed what true heart and soul is. Thank you, Rampage. The next inductee is a man that you have seen on here before. He welcomed me into his home in Tennessee. Number 2, he made sure my car was okay so I could get back home. And number 3, he gave me such a bloody nose that the fight was stopped that he threw the towel in, and we got a rematch for the season finale. So, you will get to see him in person in August, and that is Mr. Gage Curtis. Gage really showed me what it was like, and if you watch my first amateur fight, and you watch the match with Gage and I, you would understand that what Gage did to me is what I did to Derek. Similarities, hint, hint. You learn from experience, and he's been a big encouragement. Push me, bring me on. Gage, welcome into the Hall of Fame. We're kind of cutting a couple of these short just because, one, it's super hot out here, and I'm wearing all black. Jeffrey's getting very humid. The last inductee is no introduction. He is the king of the yard, and that is King Leonidas. I had a chance to get, as I put these together, I had a chance to get into the ring with King Leonidas at Neutral Corner, and his words of encouragement, his wisdom, his philosophies are second to none. Leonidas is one of the very, 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 very best of street beasts. He's also a really great man and great soul, and his battles with Rampage are second to none. For all the young fighters out there, if you want to know what real boxing is, that is boxing at one of its highest. It ranks amongst our crew one of the top matches of the year so far. We're actually doing the very best of at the end of the year, and we're going to rank a couple of matches which we thought were the best. So to King Leonidas, welcome. Well, guys, that is it. That is the Hall of Fame class of 2019. All these guys and gals will be getting their certificates either via mail or in person when you see me. Couple program notes. One, we got 2 big events coming up. We got the mother of all rematches. Let's talk about this. Street Beefs, August 3rd. Saturday, August 3rd. A day that will live in Monsoon Live infamy as we march towards the final episodes of the season. And that will be in Virginia. Yours truly back in action in Street Beefs, the mother of all rematches. Can't wait for that, baby. Hopefully Vitam's ready because the demon's going to be unleashed. And I am trimming down, as you guys know. We're getting ready for the 9/21 event. Also, in October, we can announce this. The mother of all rematches again. Joshua Stickle versus yours truly in Colorado. That is going down. And yes, the wind is starting to pick up because the storms are coming here. So, this week we got a Street Beefs preview / we're going to cover a couple of the big fights, look back on the last Street Beefs. Then, we will also be in Winchester, Virginia this weekend, Friday and Saturday. We're, of course, going to be in Neutral Corner, our home base. And, of course, with the Demon Boys. You got to have Demon Monsoon back, baby. Duh. So, we look forward to that. So, for all of us here at Monsoon Live, welcome our new Hall of Famers. But for now, we got to get ready. We're going to Philly to fight, kick butt, train hard, as always. And don't forget, guns down, fist up. That's it for this edition. Guys, I only got one thing to say. We'll see ya from Monsoon Live this weekend, and we'll see ya next Saturday in the cage for Street Beefs 2019, the August edition. Later.